The zip function in Python zips together as many containers that hold multiple objects as you want into a single object. In this first example, you have a list 1, 2, 3, a list 4, 5, 6, then a list 7, 8. You then zip them all together and convert the zipped object to a list object. The zipping that zip does is it joins elements at the same place of different containers into a single tuple. From the output, 1 is at index 0, 4 is at index 0, and 7 is at index 0 in their original list. So in the zipped list, they're all together in one tuple. You also see from this output, though, zip only zips while the smallest container still has elements. The element at index 2 in the first list have nothing done with them because there's no element to pair them up with from list C. If you want to prevent this, you can pass in the keyword argument strict equals true. If you do this, zipping together elements of different sizes will yield an error. Something else you're wondering about the zip function: does the order you pass stuff in matter? In this code, you zip the list of names with the first letters for the first zipped list, and zip the first letters with the list of names for the second zipped list. It turns out the order you pass containers into zip determines the order in which objects appear in the tuple. The first element of the first container you pass into zip will be the first element in the first tuple in the zipped object. And you can see that when you do the names first, Adam is first, and when you do the letters first, A is first. Now for sorting. If you pass in 2 containers to zip and then pass that into sorted, what does it do? From this output, you see sorts based on the first container you passed in, while maintaining the connections made by zip. This is how unzipping works once a list is already zipped together. Pass in star original zip object into the zip function again, and use tuple unpacking on the left side of the assignment. Notice I did in fact say tuple unpacking. Regardless of the type of the container you initially zip together, unzipping will result in a tuple. To get back to the original type of the container you passed in, you can just wrap the tuple in the proper container constructor function you want. In this case, I just wrapped A and B in the list constructor function. Most tutorials will want to tell you that passing in star zip object into the zip function is special unzipping functionality, but that's simply not the case. Unzipping is just different Python features working together in exactly the way you'd expect. Assume you have the same zipped object from the previous slide where list A and B are zipped together into zip object C. Star unpacks the zipped object into each separate tuple. When you re-zip each separate tuple, you're reading the first element of the first container, the second element of the first container, and so on. So what unzipping quotey fingers is really doing is unpacking a zipped object, and then the second run of the zip gets you tuples back that resemble the original containers. The zip function also gives you an easy way to make dictionaries. Just wrap a call to zipping 2 containers together in the dict constructor function, and you'll get a dictionary with the first container's values being the keys, and the second container's values being the values. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking it to support the channel. If you're trying to load a code, hit that subscribe button. And if you're interested in Python's built-in methods, check out the playlist on screen now or in the link in the description. Ciao!